News Geelong this Friday evening. We'll head to the local football now, catching up with Bell Park winning defender Stephen Brown.
The build-up to the game was finals-like for us. Pretty much ensures that we're going to get a top 3 spot, which is what everyone aims for at the start of the year. So it definitely was a big build-up for us, and we wanted to come out well. We haven't started games well lately, so that was another big focus for us.
And as the weather deteriorated, of course, that handy lead became more and more important, didn't it?
Absolutely. We spoke about winning the toss at the start of the day, and that was probably a bit of a boost for us as well, which was, it was a nice start.
Well, you and McSparran, one of the best defensive combinations in the competition. Last year, when you came to this ground, you had the task of bet notons. Seeing as the Newtown forward structures change, who were the ones you targeted during the week?
Well, there's a fair few up there. Our backline changed quite a bit as of this morning. Ben Johnson pulled out this morning and Chris Lynch pulled out this morning, so that threw things around a fair bit. But what we did concentrate on was making sure that we had the best match shots while we're out there. That was probably more important for us today than anything else. We knew we'd be changing opponents quite often.
Yep. You look on par for another top 2 finish or top 3 finish at least. You're telling me off air you could be playing in your 4th grand final or 5th grand final this year if you go all the way.
It would be my 5th. So I mean that would be great. Long way to go before we get to that point. All against South. So I played 4 against South and they've beaten us in 3. So I'd like to even the ledger just a little bit. Would be good.
That would be great. But before that, you've got a tough run, or not really a tough run home, but you still have those boys to come back in, and also the impact of Nick Batchelor not being on the ground. What did that have on the boys today at the Dragons?
He's been out for a few weeks, so I guess we're getting a little bit used to having him not there, but we definitely want him back when we get onto the bigger ovals. It makes a huge difference to us. So yeah, really looking forward to getting him back. Yep.
How important was it, obviously, to get players gravitating towards the contest today and ensuring that Newtown dual forwards didn't have any room in which to move?
Yeah, I guess the game sort of turned into that regardless of what we were trying to do, just with the type of game it turned into. But I guess most clubs now are really good at getting back into space and making it difficult for forwards to have a lot of space. So it's something we probably do each week.
And equally so at the other end, how much then did the windy conditions and then the rain rob your tall forwards of having an opportunity to maybe find, space in which to mark and then kick? Because clearly the goals didn't come from mainstream football, did they?
No, I thought Steve Polke, who has dominated for probably the last month for us, I thought his work rate today, even in the wet, knowing that he wasn't going to probably take all the marks that he has been, was first rate. So, and Weary as well. I thought both of those guys competed fantastic.
We don't want to look too much back on the last year's grand final, but we've been saying it all day, and we said it in round 7 last time we met. Had Bell Park had Polke, Patton, all these forwards, do you reckon there would have been, well, not only a tighter margin, perhaps even another flag at the Dragons' nest?
No, they were better than us last year. I mean, you can say could have had this player, could have had that player, but in the end, they were much better than us last year on the day. And yeah, it's a long way to go, and we've got to win another 3 games yet, hopefully this year, and then you've got to win finals, and a million things can happen between then and now. So yeah, we'll just focus on finishing off the year well.
Well, let's hope, Steve, that you don't have to play any more games this season under today's conditions. It wasn't conducive to good football. You had to change your whole game plan. Probably there was so much soccering off the ground and just trying to get possession of the ball. And you played half your game on the other side of the ground. I mean, it was just not a normal, well, not really a normal game of footy, was it?
Not really. Probably suits me a bit better, slows everyone down to my pace a bit. Probably doesn't worry me as much as what it worried some of the other guys, but it doesn't make a very nice game of footy to watch. I feel a bit sorry for all the people that were here having a look at that for today.
Well, let's hope we don't have another one like today, and we do get to see the real skills which Bell Park and South Bowen and Newtown and Jewell possess to bring the fans out for the best that GFL has to offer. But congratulations on today.
Thank you.
The 4 points are yours, and you did it very well.
Thank you very much, and enjoy the afternoon.
Thanks for that, Stephen. Your side looks set to the finals, and while North Shore might not quite make it this year, they did celebrate their first win in 18 weeks. We caught up with winning captain Nathan Peoples. Thanks for that, Nathan. It was also great during the week to find out Geelong Falcon Paddy McCartan kicked 7 goals. You can watch our interview with him and many more on our YouTube channel.